to all the Cancerians. Hello and welcome to this general horoscope for Cancer for the month of November 2012. What a fascinating month this month, especially for the Cancerians, because there's a solar eclipse going on and that involves your ruler, the moon. And it's going to be very significant for you together with the Mercury retrograde. So these are the things that I'm going to talk about. And how nice for Cancerians, because this happens in your 5th house, which is such a joyful house. But first of all, let's talk about the Mercury retrograde. As from the 6th of November until the 27th of November, Mercury goes retrograde into the house of Scorpio, which is your 5th house. So the things that were on your mind last month are going to get a refocus again this month. And it will probably, for a lot of Cancerians, have to do with this 5th house stuff. Romance, creativity, children, self-expression, starting up your own business, and things like that are going to be highlighted. Because also the solar eclipse is going to fall in that area of life, in that 5th house. Now, the solar eclipse happens on the 13th of November, and I have made a separate video of the solar eclipse, and actually not only this one, but in general, to understand it more. So if you, and I think especially Cancerians can put a lot of knowledge out of there, because it includes your ruler. A new moon is the sun and the moon conjuncting together, together with the North Node, you know, our destiny. And what is that all about? It is very important to understand. So I'm not going into detail of this because I've got that other video and I will put a link underneath. But what is important to know now is that eclipses, solar eclipses in this case, they don't happen randomly. They are an element of a whole family of eclipses. And that whole family has certain characteristics, certain flavors. So yes, that's why sometimes we have an eclipse on a certain point and it's a very difficult one, and at the other times it's a very good one. That's because of that fact that some eclipses come from a family that has to do with separation, with difficult stuff, and other eclipses is all about, it all has the characteristics of joy and of positive things. So it is with this one. So the eclipse that is happening now on the 13th of November at 22 degrees of Scorpio is all about a positive eclipse, about 2 things, about enjoyment. And that suits very well with your 5th house. So it's an eclipse that highlights enjoyment and highlights connecting and commitment. So that is in general for all the signs, connecting and commitment, and you will find joy out of that. Now for you in particular, for the Cancerians, it is in the 5th house. So it suits very well with the enjoyment, because the 5th house is about what we enjoy. It could be our hobbies, it could be children, it could be romance, and also the thing that we are committing ourselves towards that and taking responsibility. Maybe a new child is born, maybe a new romance starts off, maybe a new creative project starts off, and because new moons are about new beginnings. So for a lot of Cancerians, that is good news. And especially if you are a Cancerian who has like the sun or the moon or Venus, so personal planets around 22 degrees, even an ascendant or an MC or the descendant or an IC around 22 degrees of Cancer, they really will experience this in a very easy, nice way, because it trines with your sign. Scorpio is a water sign, Cancer is a water sign, and it trines, which means you don't have to do the effort. It really comes in very nicely and smoothly. So Wish you all the best, Cancerians, with this solar eclipse and other stuff going on, and wish you all the best, and see you soon next month. Bye bye.